let's take a look here at the team's stats. Again, so much to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're wondering why these two teams are the top two, you got HAVU there, first in goals for per game, second in goals against. Then you have Philadelphia, second in goals for per game, first in goals against. This is the elite of the elite going head to head as well. HAVU, the top power play. Philadelphia, almost the top penalty kill, just sitting there in second. And I mean, it's just, this is the matchup. When you think about ECL Elite, this is the matchup you think of. HAVU Gaming against Philadelphia.
Look at the lineups here for today's action for HAVU Gaming. We have a front three of Hanselinho, Dominointi, and the captain of the team, of course, in Flyer Kungen. On defense, now Sistelia and Villikun. And between the pipes, Sibelius, their big off-season acquisition that led Hanselinho to joining that front three. One of the top goaltenders. Turns out he's one of the top forwards in the world as well. On the flip side for Philadelphia, it is Playmaker, the captain of the squad, and Patzlaff and Eki. The back two, of course, J. Toro and Loimu and Kape between the pipes. Saying, you know, it's a big day when you got a lot of North American representation in the chat as well. Seeing some familiar names who, yes, should be jealous of the ping. I think we all are on the North American side of things. It's NHL, the way it was meant to be played on 15 ping or less. It's a beautiful sight. HAVU, of course, they're in the white and green. Philadelphia in the oh-so-familiar Philadelphia black and orange. It's in the first game of two. We are ready to go. Two of the best, if not the very best in the world, going head-to-head. But here we go. We are underway, and we'll see if there is any sort of feeling out process between these two teams. Of course, when you talk about the familiarity, doesn't mean that you won't see a bit of a slow start with a lot of blue line play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both these teams so good in all three zones.
Off the pads, ultimately no high danger chance there for Philadelphia, but you see how quickly, if you leave Playmaker just a little bit of space, he can nearly make you pay for it. Philadelphia backing on the attack, thrown across. Playmaker's there one more time to pick it up. Able to find Patzlaff. Playmaker, Patzlaff, he scores! A strong start for Philadelphia through the opening 10 minutes, and they get the goal there. Rough start for HAVU. Philadelphia looking like they're on their game today. Patzlaff has 25 now on the season.
Absolutely, just a great play in the force pass through the middle. Much stronger this year with a bit of the nerf to the intercepts there, catching HAVU. I wouldn't say sleeping, they're defending as best they can. You see the skill stick coming out, just not enough as Patzlaff is able to get the shot on, beating Sibelius there. And you mentioned it, Philadelphia, what a start for them, seeming to be all over HAVU, not allowing them to get into their zone.
Former goaltender, of course, knows what to look for. Villikun shot on by Sistelia. Blocked down in front by the traffic. Better job there from HAVU. Playmaker, can he catch up to it? Shot it wide! What an opportunity. Great job by Hanselinho to help out Sistelia, who still has it here, looking for an outlet pass. He finds Hanselinho on the off wing. Forced to drop it back to the defense. 30 seconds to go here. Nowhere to go for Dominointi. Stretch pass. Patzlaff has a step. Scores on the backhand! Not sure what happened with Sibelius on that one, but caught out of position. A tremendous stretch pass to find the captain, and Philadelphia make it 2-0.
Yeah, that's sort of interesting. Maybe he thought one of his defensemen was cutting off that side, but he had one on either side. Just unfortunate for him. I mean, yeah, the skill stick was on that right side. He just got caught out a little bit and couldn't react in time. Bit of a curious play right there, but nonetheless, a huge goal from Philadelphia here in the dying moments of that first period.
Still fighting for it. Villikun comes up with it. See, this rush is able to bear some fruit here for HAVU. One goal can completely change the tide of play. D to D. Now Villikun again, quick movement with Dominointi, throws in front, and that's what they needed. It's a lucky break for HAVU, but sometimes a bounce is what you need. It is going to be Dominointi's goal, his 31st of the season for the league's leading scorer.
Yeah, and I think what we see here, bounces off the defender's skate, skitters towards the 5-hole. Akape off of his skate as well and into the net. See if we get a better angle on it right here. It was just a good pass nonetheless. Well, not the best angle right there, but I'm sure we'll see it in between periods or at the end of this game.
Might have to go right back here, though. I think he did. 10 seconds to play. Philadelphia trying to see this one through. Dominoiti has it poked. Flyer Coogan trying to fight for it, poked away once more, and that will do it. Philadelphia ride a hot start in the first period to a Game 1 victory and take the top spot as it stands through 27 games. 1 point ahead of HAVU, handing them their first regulation loss this season. A very impressive performance here between two very, very evenly matched clubs.
Wilhelmin ykköskentän pakkeina uudet tulokkaat. Sour Cream Snacks ja Flaming Hot Snacks. Kotikatsomoissa mukana Wilhelm Snacksit.
We are ready to go. Our second game of 2, our final game of this broadcast. Again, we thank you for joining us here. Could this decide the #1 seed heading into the postseason, which again starts very, very soon. The penultimate match week of this 11th season here in the Elite Division. Pass in front was picked off, recovered there. Eki at least able to sweep it back to the point, but an errant pass. HAVU back in control. Big stretch pass up to the captain, Flyer Coogan. Kept off the score sheet, if I'm not mistaken, in that last game. Might have picked up an assist to move up to 70 points now on the season. We see HAVU doing a little bit better of a job here, trying down the line, bit of space there. Shot scores! The commentator's jinx is alive and well. Potzlaw finding space to sneak in behind the defense, and Philadelphia pick up right where they left off. A goal here in the first 3 minutes and 7 seconds of this game.
Yeah, and once again, a quick strike, and once again, it's a Philadelphia skater somehow getting behind the HAVU defense, which is so good, and it just goes to show you how evenly matched these two teams are. The little bit of space, not a whole lot Sibelius could have done on that play. Perfectly placed shot by Patzloff. I seem to be in love with alliteration today, all on accident, but it sounds great, and I'm sure you all out there can agree. 1-0 Philadelphia so far in this one, as you mentioned, getting off to a similar start as they did in the previous one. Pressure from Philadelphia really mounting here in HAVU once again on their heels a bit, even on the penalty kill. Great pressure from especially playmaker Eki to keep the puck in on the forecheck, even blocking a slap clear attempt. This face-off huge for Potzloff to maintain possession on the 5-on-3.
4-1 the advantage over Dominoiti. Tie up, and Philadelphia will come up with it. Eki back to the point. Playmaker looking back to the point again, straight to the chest. Sibelius able to control that one.
HAVU Gaming, again, just 1 goal away, 1 bounce away, seemingly so far, though, being frustrated by the top defense and goaltending in Philadelphia.
Sin, it wouldn't be a top sixes game without the NA-EU debate breaking out. You love to see it. No one's mind's ever going to be changed. It might as well be Democrats, Republicans. Chance off the pass, nearly found its way through. Great look there. Found its way to Flyer Coogan. It might have gone. Broken up, a playmaker recovers. Shot on the short side. Big glove save from Sibelius. Now a little bit of space down the other way. Head of steam here for Dominoit. He has the space. Can't get it through as Kape is able to hold the line. 30 seconds to go here. Philadelphia still putting the pressure on. See what HAVU can do. They gain the zone. Dominoiti back along the half wall. Poked away by Eki, and he draws the call. I mean, Nasistelia and Billy Kuhn, this is going to be a game that they have nightmares for.
And I don't blame them, and it's not like they're playing poorly by any means. It's Philadelphia just all over them. A great read by Eki, gets the pressure, gets the possession. Nasistelia, he has to stop him with time ticking down. Unfortunately for them, turns into a power play for Philadelphia.
Flyer Coogan can't get a stick on it. He's going to stay in the offensive zone here. Eki trying to hold it. 7 seconds, 1 final rush for HAVU. Flyer Coogan trying to brute force it, recovered and cleared by Eki, and that will do it. We wondered whether or not there would be a shutout for the record holder today, and there is. Kape moves up to an incredible 12 shutouts through 28 games played. Philadelphia now securely in the top spot in the Elite Division. Now 3 points. Actually, I should say, at this point, 3 points ahead now on 53 points to HAVU's 50. An incredible job done there by the former champions.
Yeah, and Kape, I mean, a tremendous goaltender in his own right, but I'm sure he would be one of the first to tell you that it takes a team to get a shutout. It takes a team to play defense, and Philadelphia has incredible team.
Mukana matseissa ja kotikatsomoissa. Wilhelm Snacksit.